Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Lounging with Lisa, the video series that has me lounging while coming at you with thoughts of the day. I'm giggling because I'm waiting impatiently for the freezer repairman to get here. I have to swoop Kathleen away. I was just engaging with her. Now she's answering me. Now I'm ditching her. Wildly. Yes, I'm waiting for the freezer people to get here. If you listen, it's not running right now, ladies and gentlemen. It's a new freezer for those of you who have been with me for a while. New freezer, put it in. It's so loud we feel like low-coming aircraft is flying over the home, and it's a little bit, I don't know, it's not very settling when you're trying to sleep. So it turns out that even though it's brand new, it needed a new fan and something else, and the parts came, and they're going to be here today, supposedly between 8 in the morning and 5 in the afternoon. I have a lot of things pre-sold in terms of advertising for the paper. I covered a meeting last night. It was kind of exciting. A little bit of fireworks went off in the room. Kind of woke me up, frankly. It was so boring at first. But yesterday after I ran my errands, first of all, I don't know why on God's green earth I thought that I didn't have to work yesterday. I had to go cover an event for the paper. Not really an event, but I had to take photos of the bank, presenting checks for the holidays, and all that jazz. And then I did a few things in town, and then I had to cover a meeting last night. It was just a crazy day, but I arrived home from doing all that jazz in town, and because did more than just the picture. I entered the home. Remember how I told you about the candle wax on the shag carpeting? I entered the house after all that. I have a bag full of groceries in arms, and I look in here, and lo and behold, if you're eating, stop right now. Bernadette was hovered over, a dead chipmunk, fresh kill. Let's just put it this way. It was super dead, okay? Things that should have been in were out. It was terrible, ladies and gentlemen, so I had to kind of scoop him up the best way I could and get him somewhere while, saying a little thing to him like, I'm so sorry it happened. He must have been in the garage, and she's just getting him from down there. Had I been home, I probably could have stopped the carnage, but I was not home. So now we have a dead chipmunk over in the side yard. Not very pleasant at all. So not only did I have to I haven't dealt with the wax yet. I'll scrape it up and take all the advice you gave me before. It can just, the wax can be there for a day or two. It doesn't really matter in the long run, does it, ladies and gentlemen? But chipmunk guts had to go, and so they went. So that was that. And then just, of course, Bernadette made her stomach upset after partaking in the chipmunk snack, so I had to, run around and do a lot of cleaning yesterday. So there you have that saga. There was a reason other than this why I was coming at you wildly, and I can't remember what it was. Let me pause. Don't want to waste your time. Life is too short, so why waste precious time? Yeah. It never came to mind. I guess maybe that's all I wanted to tell you is I'm waiting on the freezer guy, and I covered the meeting. And fireworks kind of broke out. It was sort of silly. I don't want to name names because maybe they watch the videos, but there's a gentleman on council who's quite gung-ho about being a council member. I think he eats, dreams, and sleeps council, and it's a little eerie to me, but that's okay, to each his own, as they say. And he was having a few issues with the fact that the weekend fellow who does the water stuff gets paid for 2 hours no matter what, even though if it takes him 20 minutes to do the job. Evidently, this is pretty standing operating procedure. For example, if the electric company has to come out for some reason on an emergency basis, the fellow doing that work automatically gets paid 4 hours or something. I talked to Perpetual about it. That reminds me, I want to tell you something about him too. Poor man. And he said, oh, absolutely, that's just the way it goes. That's the price of having the safe water, I guess, is to have somebody, they have to read it all the time and be there, and they need to be compensated appropriately. So really, I understood that and took the side of the worker, ladies and gentlemen, as did the other worker and a couple on council. And then the one councilman wasn't real thrilled with it still. And, he compares a lot of the stuff that goes on in the government with the work that he used to do at a factory or some sort of work environment I'm not clear on. Sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't, okay? Moving along to Perpet, this whole health insurance deal, because, the United States hasn't moved into the 18th century and provided some sort of coverage, even if it's something like if you get hit by a bus, you won't go broke or something. to the citizens. And I'm not big on the medical industrial complex. So in terms of this Medicare for all, I think that everybody should be covered. But then again, I don't want people to be forced to have to do something to keep the coverage. Like, oh, you have to have 87,000 vaccinations and you must take the flu shot or whatever, or else you won't be qualified or something. That's what gets me a little concerned. However, I do think that people should have, not go broke, not claim bankruptcy because they're ill or a family member's ill. I think that's ridiculous. Here in the United States of America, it's wrong in every way, shape, and form. Don't know why we can't step into the 90s and get something done like the other so-called modern countries have. So there's that. On that note, Perpetch evidently was able to get some discount with this insurance he's having to pay for, health insurance. And through the Trump plan or whatever, they lowered the eligible, you can't make a certain amount anymore or else you don't get that discount. And they lowered it like a ton. It's ridiculous. And now Perpetual's facing some ridiculous amount per month, like $800 a month or some. It's just crazy. It should not be that way. The man, he owns his own business. He works really hard. He's got that Protestant work ethic that everybody lives for around here. And, he's going to spend a good chunk of it on health insurance for something that might not even, go wrong. Do you know what I mean? It's real upsetting. So that's what is going on with him. I keep looking out because there's birds outside and they're really cute, ladies and gentlemen. I've gone 6 minutes and 40 seconds. I might just keep bloviating. You know what? I just put my War is a Racket book in the bedroom. I wanted to neaten up a little bit before the freezer repairmen come. You know how they are. They're very judgmental. They'll probably ask me about that wax on the floor. I'll go get the book. While I have you, I might just bloviate. What the heck? Who cares? I think I'm going to do Past Weird this next Sunday. So I'm going to get together with Spencer and have him write down some things, or else I'll just do it myself because I don't remember half the things. Maybe we could even split it up and do, I don't know, Past Weird for a little bit and then reverse Past Weird. We'll think of something, but right now we're going to do Past Weird. That's where for my new people, I write down words and I have them sealed, hermetically sealed on Funk and Wagnall's porch. For those of you old enough to know, it's Johnny Carson thing. And I don't look at them or study them or figure out how I'm going to give a clue. And then I set a timer and we're here live. And then I whip something out of the bowl and say that it's a bird or something. I don't want to be totally obvious about it. So I might say an airborne creature with a beak or, what have you. That's pretty obvious, though. And then people guess. So that's the nature of the game. And I think we're doing it Sunday. All right, I think I'm going to be done now. I'm not going to go 10 minutes. That's just too much for radio. Not enough for television, quite frankly. Lounging with Lisa, the video series that has me lounging while coming at you with thoughts of the day. Join me, join others. Drop your political identities. Let's focus on issues. Leave labels at the door. Research before you judge. And remember, war is a racket. Don't take my word for it. Check out General Smedley Butler and what he had to say. Ooh, that one eye thing going on. I still have the people that came to the gig. And, of course, this other way. War is a racket. I'm done. Woo. 8 minutes and 30-something seconds. I hope you can hang in there. I know you must leave. You can only take 2 seconds of a video. Love you so. Thank you. Bye.